Hello everyone, this is Rifat again. Welcome to my channel. So today we are going to work on the template 2 of Figma. So I'm going to show you how you can build this template according to your first project, Mobile First, that was required with logo, hamburger button, and the first section of the template. So, and there is also requirement with minimum mobile screen and minimum desktop screen size. So we will begin with our work in a bit. So since I have finished up with the linters, and I have just created the index.html and style sheet file. So I will begin with the coding so that we can start with our project. So let's go to our template first and see. For this project, I haven't downloaded any assets, so I will be downloading the assets in this video. Since in my last video I showed you all of the assets I downloaded from before, but in this video I will download the assets in this video during the video, and as well I will show you how to use them, and I will also create the folder for this pictures and for this resources. For this section I have only three things to download. I guess this one, the hamburger button, and the social icons, and this whole vector. So I hope let's begin with our work first, and then we will keep downloading the things. But we need to also create a folder over here. We need to create a folder over here, assets. We call it assets. Then in that folder, let's create a folder images. Okay, this should be good, and we will put the images over here. That should be fine. Okay, let's begin with our code. So at the beginning, at the top of the project, we have our logo and hamburger button. So let's build it. First of all, we should create a main tag, and in that tag, we should create a header for the logo and the hamburger. Okay, so in the header, we should create a span for the my logo. Okay, and we should create an a tag, and in the a tag, just since we will using text as logo, so logo, this should be fine. Span. Okay, so now we should create the nav bar. Okay, so for the nav bar, since we don't have any unordered or order list for now, we will create a tag. Then in the a tag, we will just give it a hash, so it reloads with the body. That's it. And in the a tag, we should add the image source. So image, we have to add the images and all that. Just write it hamburger button. Hamburger button. BTN is okay. So we don't have anything to write in that. So now the header is finished. So we need to create our section. So let's create a section with a class called hero. And after the section, let's create a greeting h1 tag with greeting. I guess we have okay. Let's create h1 with a class of greeting. Okay, so now what we have the text. Let me check the text. Okay, it's hi Alex. I'm Alex. Hi there, I'm Alex. So it will be like two things, like in two lines. So let's go over here and paste it. And we should save it. So the prettier should solve it for us. Okay, now we can create a break. Was create a break. So after the break, if we go for the live server, we will see it will be broken in two pieces. Yeah. So let's go and move forward to our next thing. That is a H2 tag, I guess. I think. Let's go. Okay, yeah, this is the H2 tag. So in the H2, we will write H2 I am a software developer. Software developer. I think this should be enough. Is there any kind of okay? There is nothing like that. Okay, in the p tag, we need to copy the p tag. So now we have to create a p. So let's do one thing now. That is, we have to create a p. Since we have to create a p, let's create the p in a div. Let's give it a class like as before job description. description. Okay, in the left, let's create a p and paste the thing. Okay, now it's okay. What we have now, we have these pictures to set up. Okay, we don't have any, like in the previous project in the template, we had a button or you can say link text that says let's connect, but in here we will use the social media thing, just straightforward. Okay, so the div is finished, and in that thing, now let's create another div for the social medias. Div dot social media icons. Social media icon, and inside that div, let's create another list. Another list, give it a class name social media links. Social media links. Okay, so in that another list, we create a list item, and in the list item, let's give it a link since the button will be link clickable. So now we can put any link over here and give it an image source. So now what we need to do is like we have to now put the images inside since we don't have really other things to do. So we have to put the images, but let's do one thing. Let's download the images first. Okay, it should just come over here. Uh, I guess um, icons. Only clicking on the icons should be fine. But we can download it together. Export. Yeah, selected PNG. But for LinkedIn, I am worried a little bit. No, okay, let's try SVG. Export layers. Okay, show in folder. So over here was let's just extract it all, and check it out. So normal buttons, territory icons, and all that. Okay, so this is something else. Okay. Okay, what we can do now? Let's do one more thing. This is the broken parts, I guess. So we need to download them in group. So we have to do what we have to do is select the groups, select the group. Okay, I'm clicking on the shift, that's why it's showing like that. Okay, now go to here and click on the group, click on the group, click on the group, and also click on the group. Now I can download it without any sort of hassle, and download it as SVG, export 5 layers, and open the folder, extract all, and I hope this is a folder. Let's copy the icons. Let's copy the icons first. Okay, I will copy the icons to my the folder is in desktop, Figma, assets, images, and over here. So I don't know which is what, but I will soon able to see it. So since this is a GitHub, I should write it as GitHub. Okay, let's, because later on you will have troubles to change it again and again. So let's just write it easily. GitHub icon. So this is group one. This is the link icon, LinkedIn. So rename it to at least LinkedIn. Yeah. And this is the icon of Medium and the list. What is this? Twitter. The rest of the things are okay, I guess, but just at least you can recognize without any issue. So that's why we should write Twitter. Okay, that should be fine for now. And let's go and download our background. So what we have to do, just try. We will download it. We will download the whole image in one shot because I don't want to get an issue. I want to set it up at once. So let's open up the preview. Yeah, the preview is showing fine as VG. Okay, showing. Okay, mobile header 1 and mobile header 2. This is 1. Okay, and another one is 2. Both are the same, I guess. So both are the same. Let's copy the illustration header 1 and go to the file of image and paste it over here. Okay, we are good to go now to create the first section. Okay, one more thing we have left behind, that is this hamburger button. So what we have to do is over here, we just click on the union. So we get the union, and PNG, not PNG, SVG is good for us. SVG is a form of vector, so if you use the SVG, it will work really good. Sometimes PNG get because PNG is an image version, sometimes it gets stretched, though it doesn't happen most of the time, but sometimes it happens with the things. So let's go to the desktop, Figma portfolio, images, and this one. So union is okay, good for me. I will understand what is union. Let's go to our VS Code. This is our VS Code. So now we haven't added the hamburger yet. So assets, images, and union SVG. Okay, that should be fine for us now. If we go to the live server, it should show us at least the images. I think we have cut off the live server, so it's not showing. Let's just dispose the port and open it up again. Yeah, the SVG is over here. We can see it because it's white. That's why when we change the background color, we will be able to see it. So at the beginning, let's check out the form of the social media buttons. GitHub, LinkedIn, Medium is in the end, Anglist, and Twitter and Medium. Okay, So let's begin with what we say again, GitHub LinkedIn. Okay, we start with the assets, images, GitHub SVG, just GitHub icon. Okay, this should be fine. Now what we can do, we just copy the list item and paste it 4 times, since we have left with 4 more icons. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what we can do now? Okay, we will just change the names. LinkedIn SVG. We will just change it to LinkedIn, and the later on it has Anglist. Okay, so we have Anglist, Anglist icon, and after that, at the end, it was Medium, and it's Twitter. So let's remove the Twitter to Twitter. And now we have the Medium. So Medium, this is Medium. Let's save it, since we don't have the same background, and this is okay. Let's try to ship it up. Okay, we have the icons over here in the same form it was. We just need to change the CSS over here. That's all we have to do. So I guess we are finished with this section. So we're gonna add the background on CSS, not over here. So let's begin with our work with CSS. The HTML part is finished for now. Okay, let's give it a save. Let's go to CSS. So I have copied some link for the fonts. I will paste them now as import URL. As import URL. Okay, let me check on YouTube images. Okay, just give me a second. Oh, where was the link? Okay, yeah. We have to do something else as well. Second, single notation. And we have more links. Import as okay. So we have one more link that is okay. We'll just copy and paste it. Now fix it. The swap is okay, and it is okay. It's fine. So the fonts are good to go, and let's move to our CSS. So we'll know what to do over here. CSS, we should start with our CSS. Let's give it. So since it's saying we have sizes for the mobile version, but to be honestly, I want to work with empty. First of all, let's create it without any media query. We will just create it as plain thing. Okay, we can just give it a, we can just give the whole thing as star. Okay, star padding 0. We are putting the global padding margin to 0%. Okay, so we have put the global 0. And now what we have, let's check out our HTML file so that we can customize it according to ourselves. And we'll go back to our thing. Okay, so we have a background color for our header. So for our header, we have a background color. Let's check it out our background color. Mm, Header is we didn't put in a class. We will just move and work with the header thing. Okay, and we will just give it read of 375 pixel, and we give it a background color. The color should be, you can copy it from the template directly. Yeah, the color should be this. Okay, okay, the background color. As you can see, you will able to see in the live server as well. The color has changed over here. So we are going to move forward with other things. We will put a display flags. Since we have to use the flags box for this first milestone, we will use the flags box. For using flags box, you need to use the display flags at the beginning. This display flags command is like, it specifies that you are using flexbox module space between. Okay, so now what we do is padding. Give it a padding of 30 pixel or 35 pixel. Okay, 30 pixel is good enough. 10 pixel, and then align items center. That should be good enough. Let's go and check out our live server. Yeah, it's good enough. It's aligned to each other. And give, let's work on the header A. So the header A is our logo. The header A font family is Roboto. Is Roboto Sheriff, and then is we need to set up an organic font family as well. Font is okay. I have copied it before uh, with the normal like font styles, like the styling. I have copied it before, so I'm just copying and pasting the styles. And let's move forward and show you the live server. So as you can see, the live server is already implemented, and let's move forward to our next section. So now what we have is a header A, and after that we have to set up the background as well. So the background, now we can, what we will do, we can do the background part. So let's start with the background part as well. So the background, start with the hero class. Okay, because we put it the, as you can see, we put it the section is hero. So let's start with the section background image. URL is dot assets images and illustration. Yeah, we did it. And background size, background. Okay, we must have a background color as well. So the background color is, we need to give it just give me a second. The background color is what I have in my file. Okay, let me give it the background. The background is this color. Let me say, yeah, this is the same color as this one. Yeah, I have copied the right color. So let's begin with other things of the part, and I will just copy paste the styling of the background. the things. There is a background no repeat, and also bottom right position, because the one is position on the bottom right. So as you can see, the background is over here, but I think there is something I have to do as well. Positioning and all that is okay, fine. Width and height. Yeah, let's inspect on the mobile version so we will know what is actually happening. So what actually happened and what is actually happening. So I have pasted my CSS CSS styling from my Word file. So now what we have to do one more thing to fix up our header. Since you guys can see there was sometimes the white comes over here and all that. So what we need to do, we go to our HTML file and let's create a div. Since we have two elements, give it a class top bar and just finish the div after the nav there. So now save it, and we need to change the styling for the header as well. For this one as well, we need to add some styling. So what we will do, we will add the class mm, with this style. So top bar with this 100% and all that. We will remove this padding and we will add a new padding. We add top heading top, that is 15 pixel, and padding bottom 15 pixel, and then we add to the class a new padding top bar, padding left, padding left 35 pixel, padding right 25 pixel. So this should be fine. Let's check out our live preview. Yeah, that works very fine for us. So we move forward to our section and work with our section. So let's move with our section and create what we left. So we have finished with the background. Okay, because of we haven't set any thing over here. This one is still aligned like top to bottom. It should be aligned like this. So the background will come up a little bit more. So let's start with the rest of the stylings. So we are using this greeting class. So the greeting class is the one of hi there. I'm Alex, so I'm not Alex. I'm Rifa. So let's save it and greeting class. Let's do the styling. Okay, so I have also saved this styling as well. You can find this all documents in the repository. I will put on the first comment and as well in the description. So you will find the this codes soft copy of this codes in my repository. So if you missed any point, all that. So let's do this. So this was only for the first one. Yeah, for this one, and let's move to the down and start with H2. H2. The H2 weight is 220. 7 should be okay. 327 pixel. Okay. And font width should be 700. Actually, I have this also copied. Just give me a second. You can follow up the codes easily. So this one, and Let's go to the, then we select the hero that we, by doing this we are selecting the paragraph of this class. Like you see, we are, the section class is hero, then there is paragraph, so we are selecting the child element of the parent elements. And then let me put the styling. Okay, let me put the styling of font. Okay, as you will see, the font is over here. It's done. And we will move forward to the social icons. The social icons should be like this. This video has it. So I hope the social icons also aligned. So this is the end of this project for now, and you will move forward in the next project of Microverse. So just give it a like to this project, give me a star on the GitHub, as well as subscribe to my channel to stay tuned with me and go with the flow. So let me show you let me commit the things I have created, and also show you the linters. So just you can commit, you will commit it one by one, but I'm committing it all together since I don't need to commit in by part. Like, let me show you only this. So add HTML structure, commit, and let me commit all of them together. Commit meeting project. So this is the, now let me push it and show you in the GitHub as well. Show you in the GitHub. So let me go to my GitHub and select the Figma 2. Figma 2 portfolio. And let me go to my branch so I can pull the request and show you the linters, if there is a linter error or not. Commit behind, ahead, checking, okay, create the pull request, and here you need to write the things you added. This is a must thing for code review. Added HTML and CSS structure. You can write it by yourself. I'm just writing it for your example. So here the linters will be shown. Yeah. So if there is an error, one of the linter will be red. If there is no error, all of them will be green, like this one. So this is the end of this project. Now you will submit this pull request link on your student dashboard. Please stay tuned with my channel. I will come up with the whole part of this projects and all that. And subscribe to my channel and give me a comment what I can improve in my videos. Thank you guys to stay with me.